Namaskar. I'm Harpreet Kaur and I welcome you all to our live and interactive session on virtual labs. You are watching us live on PM eVidya channels 6 to 12 and also on our YouTube handle NCERT Official. This session is open for all but specifically meant for the students of class 8 because the subject that we are taking up is chemistry, and the topic that we have chosen for this session is demonstration of simulation to show that hydrogen gas is evolved by the action of acids on some metals. Something related to hydrogen gas and something we are talking about acids here. Well, we need to understand what exactly we are going to learn here in the session. But before that, let me tell you, as you all know, session is live and interactive. Please feel free to get in touch with us. Our phone number is 8800440559. We also have a dedicated email ID for you, that is diksha.training@ciet.nic.in. And on our YouTube handle NCERT Official, you can always go to the live chat box, put in your questions there, your suggestions, your feedback, and get in touch with us instantly. Now, before I introduce you all to my guest for the session, it's important for me to tell you about virtual labs. It's important for those as well who have joined us today for the very first time in this session. So, virtual lab is a kind of online application tool which helps you perform simulations in a virtually controlled environment. So, you can practice n number of times. Like real physical laboratories, you don't have to wait. There is no dearth of space and time. You can practice simulations at your own time, pace, space and convenience. It's cost effective. All you need is a stable Wi-Fi connection and of course an IoT device. And it also serves the purpose of inclusivity. No matter where you are, you can practice that and you can go prepared when it comes to performing experiments in the real physical laboratories. Now, it gives you hands-on experience and of course, it helps you understand abstract concepts better. But today we have to see how we can learn chemistry through virtual lab because we all get very excited when it comes to pouring of chemicals and handling different equipments in laboratory while performing the experimentations. So for all my queries, I need my experts. So please join me in welcoming my guest for the session, Dr. Anjana Bhardwaj, Academic Consultant, CIET, NCERT. Ma'am, namaskar and very warm welcome to you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I have already apprised our viewers about virtual labs, a bit about virtual labs, but I want to understand, how do you think performing experiments related to chemistry can be really exciting and beneficial for our students and anybody who wants to do that?
Definitely. As we all know, in chemistry, we usually perform experiment in a very highly precise manner.
Yeah.
Since chemicals are involved, so in real labs, it's very dangerous also. So virtual labs gives us platform that before performing in reality in virtual in labs, we can perform in the virtual labs beforehand.
Okay.
And step-by-step guidance is there. And definitely virtual labs we can perform as number of times as many we want, and it's completely safe in a safe environment, controlled manner without any wastage of a time.
Right. And today, of course, we are going to show you a simulation to show that hydrogen gas is evolved by the action of acids on some metals. Now, here we are talking about some acids as well. So, I want to understand what is the importance of today's experiment and what exactly are we going to learn here?
Yes. Today's topic of the demonstration is evolution of hydrogen gas when an acid reacts on the metal surface. So, in this concept, we can learn about the reactions of a redox reaction, basically oxidation and reduction both. And the combination of oxidation and reduction where both reactions occur simultaneously refers to the redox reaction. Here we also get to know about the importance of reactivity series, that how any metal above the hydrogen displaces hydrogen from the acid, and in that reaction hydrogen bubbles appear on the surface which signify that hydrogen gas evolved. For that we can demonstrate you with the help of virtual labs. Here I will show you how we
Of
can
course,
perform
ma'am,
in virtual
because
labs.
even I am excited, and okay, though you have made us understand what exactly we are going to do, but if we want to understand more about the theoretical aspect, is it possible through virtual labs?
Yes, of course, it is possible. As in virtual labs, there is theory portion also. We can get theoretical aspect from there before performing in real and in virtual labs also.
Right. And now the biggest question, where do I find these virtual labs? Are they open for all? Are they free of cost? And is it necessary to sign up for them?
Yes, it is necessary for sign up for them, but it's only for one time registration. I'll show you how
Sure.
you can register that.
Let's go ahead
Yes.
and see. Yeah.
Step-by-step guidance. First, here I typed diksha.government.in. Yes.
Okay.
And this will lend to the home page of Diksha.
Right.
Here under the focus area of Diksha, there are different verticals, and because since we are going to demonstrate the virtual labs, so
That's
here
right.
we are selecting virtual labs.
Okay.
Now you can see that under the virtual lab C content, there are different contents from grade 6 to grade 12.
Yes.
And because today's topic is of class 8,
That's right.
and it's available in English, Hindi and different languages.
Okay.
We are selecting here English medium
Right.
under the science. Now for that you can register here.
This is the page where we
Yes.
can use our Gmail ID or phone number, create
yes.
a password and do one time sign up.
Yes.
Okay. Have you already signed up here?
Actually, I have already signed here.
Okay.
So I can show.
So I think let's go directly
Yes,
to your
this
page
is-
and start with simulations.
Yes.
All right.
Now we have selected in the right side there are different instructional panels along with the activities which are aligned with the NCERT curriculum.
Okay.
I have selected this show that hydrogen gas is evolved by the action of acids on some metals.
Okay. So this is a table of contents and we
Yes.
have chosen a topic from there.
Yes, and under the various resources in explanation resources there is theory part. Before performing in virtual lab or simulation, we can get theory aspect from here.
Yes, it's
We
important.
can zoom in and zoom out according to our convenience.
Lovely.
Now, the objective to show that hydrogen gas is evolved by the action of acid on metals. Here, the acid react with metal, gives salt plus hydrogen.
Okay.
This we can remember by the abbreviation MASH. M for metal, A for acid, S for salt and H for hydrogen. Only the elements or metal which are above the hydrogen can displace the hydrogen only.
Okay.
And that hydrogen atom, hydrogen ion which is displaced from hydrochloric acid gain electron and form hydrogen gas. For example, here metal taken is magnesium, Mg plus 2HCl give MgCl2, that is magnesium chloride plus H2 gas. Also similarly we can perform with aluminium metal, iron, but not with copper, as copper in reactivity series is below to the hydrogen, therefore it cannot displace the hydrogen. Here is the reactivity series.
Okay.
Now in that we can see the elements which are at the atoms which are at the topmost metals are the most reactive and the metals which are at the lowest are the least reactive.
reactive. Okay.
Now there is a procedure, materials required, real lab procedure and simulation
So
procedure.
this procedure is all about how to perform the
in
experiment.
the experiment. Yes, real lab procedure is for the real laboratories,
Okay.
and simulation procedure is which we will going to perform now in simulation virtual labs.
Right.
Before performing simulation, we can also go through the video.
And I've seen that there is a very important component of virtual lab which is all about recording your observations. You can
Yes,
also
yes,
do that,
yes.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that we will also do.
Yes, and we can also see the animated part
Yes.
of the performance simulation through video.
Now, yes, in the animation it is showing that aim and all the other materials required and the materials objectives.
Right.
Now, resources, various resources which from which these simulations or theoretical part have been taken. Laboratory manual of course of NCERT class 6 to 8 and
Okay.
there are various websites.
Lovely. So if you want to practice more, there are different websites to fetch the resource material from. There are certain books that you can read. So you can even practice more and brush up your skills further.
Yes.
Great.
Under the learning resources now is the simulation.
And the content is being loaded, and here we are ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you can see that there is a box of instructions out here. Is it all about performing the simulation? How we can perform the simulations?
Yes, I'm showing this
Okay.
simulation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, first step. Now in the left side of the instructions, drag and drop the forceps to watch on the top of the watch glass. Here is the forceps. We have to drag on the aluminum foil. It has been taken, and now according to the second step, drag and drop the forceps with aluminum foil towards the conical flask.
Okay.
Now this aluminum foil has been in conical flask. Third, drag and drop the dropper with dilute HCl into measuring cylinder.
Okay.
Now here is the dilute HCl. It's labeled. Now we have to drag the dropper into the measuring cylinder.
Okay.
Now according to fourth step, drag and drop measuring cylinder with dilute HCl into conical flask. Now we have to drag and drop this measuring cylinder into the conical flask. Now we have to put the rubber cork onto the conical flask.
Okay.
And the fifth one we have completed, and the sixth, drag and drop the glass tube onto the conical flask.
Okay.
Now drag and drop the lighter towards the candle. It will initiate the candle. Now this lighted candle have to be put on the mouth of the glass tube. Now see, their bubbles are evolving. And the reaction which is here is hydrogen gas which evolved, oxidized with the oxygen and water evolved along with the energy.
Okay. So
Now
you follow the instructions and just perform
yes,
these steps.
Yes.
Okay.
If we want, we can reset the experiment. If at any step, if we get stuck and want to perform it again, then we can restart it also.
Right. And I think it also helps us perform the simulation in a very controlled environment, because there are hazardous chemical involved. Like we can see, there is hydrochloric acid over there.
Yes.
So you can actually keep yourself safe, and you can use the right quantity, right amount. Oh, that's
Yes.
lovely.
Which will not be possible in the real laboratories.
I remember as a kid going to laboratory, and we all were very scared. What if the acid will be there on our, spilled on our clothes or on our skin? But here I can see that you're extremely relaxed. You're performing it. You know that nothing wrong is going to happen. You can reset it. You can practice it. And when you go to the real physical laboratories, you're actually prepared. And you can do it in a jiffy, basically.
Yes. One more thing, virtual labs are not the replica or not in the placement of the real laboratories. They are the additional support that way we can perform in a time controlled manner.
Right.
And here we can also self-assess ourselves.
Okay. So our simulation is complete?
Yes.
Okay, great. Our simulation is complete. Now it's time to understand where we are, what we have learned through certain questions, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Under the self-evaluation, we can evaluate ourselves.
Okay.
Now the question is, which of these metals cannot be used to prepare hydrogen by the action of an acid? Iron, copper, calcium, sodium.
Okay.
Which of these metals cannot be used? According to the reactivity series, copper is below to the of hydrogen. So copper cannot be able to displace the hydrogen. So here is the copper. It's showing right answer.
So can we say it's the least reactive? That's why?
Because it's below to that of hydrogen.
Oh, okay. All right.
Metals like iron, magnesium, they are above to the hydrogen. So they will be able to displace the hydrogen.
All right.
Metals often react with acids to produce salt and hydrogen gas. Which of the following acids, when reacting with metals interacting, excluding manganese and magnesium, does not produce hydrogen gas? So here is the answer HNO3, because dilute HCl and H2SO4 only will work, not with the nitric acid.
Now I can see that you're doing this self-evaluation. You're also giving us explanation. I think if we learn the theoretical part well, we will be able to do that logically, right?
Definitely.
Okay.
Which gas is usually liberated when an acid reacts with a metal? As we recently learned that hydrogen gas evolved. So here is the correct answer, hydrogen gas. Which of the following is used for dissolution of gold? I think it's very basic, because in gold, aqua regia, 3:1 is used. So here is the correct answer, aqua regia.
Wow. I'm sure that you have practiced a lot in virtual labs. That is why you're such a pro here. Okay.
Now next question is, aluminium metal is used for making utensils. Which of the properties of aluminium metal is responsible for the same? If we didn't know the answer, we can select any answer. Now it's showing that it's incorrect.
Yes.
And the correct answer is good thermal conductivity.
Okay. So, if I don't know the correct answer, I can always go back to the theory portion.
Yes.
Okay.
If we want in between that, we can replay or restart the self-evaluation, we can also perform that.
Nice. Okay.
What is obtained when zinc react with NaOH? Sodium
hydroxide. Okay.
Sodium zinc oxide and hydrogen gas, sodium zinc hydroxide and sodium zincate and water. We can do any. Now it's showing sodium zincate and hydrogen gas is the correct one. Now which of the following metals do not react with hot and cold water?
Okay. I think I can.
Iron.
Okay, it is sodium.
No, it is iron. Sodium was
but
the
you
wrong
actually,
answer.
actually, okay, you selected the wrong answer deliberately so that we can learn that, okay, it's okay to give wrong answer, fine, okay.
Why the addition of HNO3 into metal does not produce hydrogen gas? Because hydrogen is oxidized by nitric acid.
Oh, so if you're selecting the wrong answer, we're automatically getting the right one
answer.
also, great.
Yes. What happens when silver chloride is reacted with HCl?
No reaction,
Yes.
okay.
Now this is showing this my score 5 out of 9. I can retry also and I can check the solutions also, then which one is correct and which one is wrong.
Very nice, okay.
According to the self-evaluation portion. And if I want, I can replay it also.
Okay, we can do
If
the assessment
if I want
again.
to, if I want to level up my scores or want to try it again according to my theory, then I can replay it also.
And I think at times you can also set a timer. There is a timer at times, you know.
Yes,
You can set a timer for yourself and you can see how much time you're taking in completing the answers and giving your responses. And also, as you said, that there is a provision for ratings also, how much correct answers you have given, and then you can check the scores and you can check the right explanations as well. Okay.
So basically with this experiment, we get know about the reactivity series as well.
Okay.
That how important any metal in the reactivity series, that if it is at higher metal above the hydrogen or it is below to that of the hydrogen, if it is able to displace or not. So in this reaction, oxidation as well as reduction, both steps are occurring.
Okay.
So I'll show you in the reaction process.
Okay, there is something that you want to solve and
Yes.
show it to us.
Yes.
Great. Please go ahead.
Now this is the basic overall reaction. Aluminium plus HCl give aluminium chloride, and here is the hydrogen gas released.
Okay.
Now in this step, HCl will dissolve into H positive plus Cl negative, and here aluminium metal lose electron, 3 electrons, and this is the hydrogen metal ion gain electron to form hydrogen gas.
Okay.
Here is the oxidation and reduction, both steps are occurring, so therefore it is referred to as overall redox reaction. So this is the overall reaction. Aluminium plus HCl gives AlCl3 aluminium chloride plus 3H2 hydrogen gas.
Right, and this is very important for us students of class 8, because if you want to take up chemistry in the higher realms, you need to understand how we perform the reactions and how to go for the experiments later. Great.
Yes.
Okay. And now that I want to understand few more things, is there anything else that you would like to tell about the simulation?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Virtual labs make things ordinary into extraordinary. Theoretical concept into practical. So virtual labs are very important, as according to the NEP 2020 also, as we can access, these are very equitable, we can access across the region at anywhere, any place, just a proper Wi-Fi connect is required, nothing else, and we can perform it at home also. Before performing in the real experiments, we can get an idea how to perform in real labs, we can try it on virtual labs also.
Right. And you know what, I have like seen you performing the simulation, going through the theory, but still when I was also doing question and answers in my mind while you were doing self-assessment, I was making a lot of mistakes. What if I want to go back to the theory? So can I request you to kindly make me understand the theoretical part again? Because I think it is important for me to do that. As a student, I need to get myself ready for the experiment.
Yes, of course. We can get ready also with theory part. This experiment basically works on the principle that any metal which is above to the hydrogen, only will replace hydrogen from acid. That means H positive plus Cl negative.
Okay.
And the metal which is like to that of the hydrogen in reactivity series will not be able to displace the hydrogen.
Okay.
Examples of various metals are iron,
Okay.
magnesium, zinc, aluminium, which with we perform the simulation. And example of metal which are like to that of hydrogen is copper. Copper
Great.
will not be able to displace the hydrogen. As its example we have seen in
Yeah.
self-evaluation question also.
Okay, and now, okay, we have understood everything from students' point of view, right? But as an academician yourself and as a teacher, what do you think it is important, or why do you think it's important for the teachers to encourage students to go for virtual labs? Because we are performing these simulations for them, and I think teachers also need to encourage them. I think it will make their job easy also.
Yeah, of course, it will make their job easy. As before performing in real laboratories, students or learners will get hands-on learning through virtual labs. They can perform as many times. They can get an idea of theoretical concept and of course of conceptual basis also. And they can see how hydrogen gas bubbles will evolve,
Right.
which they will not be able to see in the real laboratories. So definitely it will help to the
Yes.
teachers and as an academicians also.
In fact, a lot of accuracy and precision is required. How much amount of chemical is needed, and we need to pour it very nicely. Of course, we have to take care of the laboratory equipments, beakers, test tubes, corks, everything that you just mentioned. So I think for students, they are not in a rush. They can
Yes.
perform the experiment, and before going for the practical examinations, they're really ready. And for teachers also, they don't have to go to the individual student again and again and be there and supervise them. I think through virtual lab, she can be assured the students are now ready and understand that in order to get the desired outcome, they have to first practice on virtual labs. Now, you know, we're left with very little time. I really like the experiment part, and you explained me the theory twice. Of course, just now, and of course to the virtual lab. I will practice this simulation on virtual lab. Now, before I finally quit, would you like to give any closing remarks? How I need to explore virtual labs more, because I can see it's an experiment for class 8. Suppose there are certain concepts which I'm still not understanding. My foundation is little weak. Can I go back to previous classes and perform those experiments?
Yeah, of course, you can go to any of the classes because from grade class 6 to 12th content is there on the Diksha virtual labs. If you want to reback or to the any topic or any subject to which you want to explore or you want to learn, you can go to there also.
And if you're a child prodigy and you want to learn more, you can always go back to the further concepts that are there in different classes, 10th, 11th, 12th, and you can perform as many experiments as you want. So that was a lovely part of the session today, performing this experiment, getting to know the theory, and of course learning about teachers' point of view. So ma'am, thank you so much for this wonderful explanation. I hope we have completed everything here.
Yes.
And with that, I'm wrapping up the session over here. But before that, let me tell you what exactly we learned today. So it was session for class 8, specifically subject was chemistry, and we talked about demonstration of simulation to show that hydrogen gas is evolved by action of acids on some metals. But as I always say, every ending leads to a new beginning. Tomorrow we will come with a new session, and let me tell you the topic. So it's for biology, class will be 9th, and the topic will be demonstration of simulation on comparison of monocot and dicot plants. Well, these terms are too heavy for me. I'll understand them tomorrow through virtual labs. And for the moment, before I say goodbye and exit the studio, let me tell you a few more things. Let's start with the textbooks first. So textbooks are available for grade 4 and grade 7 on Amazon, Flipkart and NCERT website. You can purchase your copies from there, and simultaneously what you can do, you can take a quick look at the schedule, what's all coming ahead. So we are through with a session on virtual labs. In a short while from now, you can watch our session which will be on foundational literacy. It is called Ullas, and definitely after a while we will bring you a session at 12 on Hindi. Khatre mein Saap will be the topic. This will be our session on inclusive classrooms. 2 p.m. is the time for Urdu session, where we will be talking about Guru Nanak. 2:30 is the time for Hindi, followed by a session of Sanskrit at 3 p.m. 3:30 p.m. we will bring you a session of social sciences, and the topic will be India's cultural roots part 1. 4 to 5 p.m. is the time for our online training program, and this week we are talking about inclusive education and digital technology. So on day 3 we will be talking about digital technology for CWSN, I think children with special needs. We will end the day with our session Sahyog. It's a session where we talk about mental health, and today's topic will be enhancing mental well-being, overcoming loneliness to prevent depression. Of course, you need not to stay lonely. Please stay tuned to PM eVidya channel for more content like this, and you will never be lonely. You have virtual labs at your disposal to practice as many times as you want. With this, it's a wrap. This is me, Harpreet Kaur, taking leave of you, and will join you soon. You stay tuned. Namaskar.